I want to get back to Padres Spring Training news. This came down on Friday after I was off the air, as I was filling in for Ben and Woods. And it sparked a little bit of a conversation in the chat. Let's talk about this Xander Bogaerts Ha-Seong Kim situation. I found it very interesting that they decided to go in the direction that they're going in by putting Ha-Seong Kim at shortstop. Now, before I break any of this down, before we talk about this at all, I do want to say, out of all the players on the San Diego Padres, the best defensive shortstop is Ha-Seong Kim. That's a fact. It's really my opinion, but at the same time, statistically, it's a fact. Ha-Seong Kim is the best shortstop on the team. On a team full of shortstops. A.J. Preller built his team like a college baseball team, went and recruited a bunch of shortstops. Xander's a shortstop. Manny's a shortstop. Ha-Seong Kim's a shortstop. Fernando's a shortstop. Jake Cronenworth's a shortstop. They got shortstops everywhere. Everybody's a shortstop. And out of all those shortstops, Ha-Seong Kim is, in fact, the best shortstop. But to me, the last 2 years, the Padres signed a shortstop to a record-setting contract, whether it be a contract extension or signing Xander Bogaerts to a giant deal. They have only lasted 1 year playing shortstop before they were moved to a different position. That's an interesting look. I don't know how many guys want to do that. I don't know if that sets a good precedent throughout Major League Baseball. But Xander Bogaerts is a pro. This is what Xander Bogaerts' reaction was on Friday to finding out he is now the second baseman of the San Diego Padres.
What are your feelings on your switch?
I mean, I signed here as a shortstop, but to me, I just live and die baseball, and I felt like we had this conversation early in the morning, and I was like, listen, man, if this is the way that you guys feel the team is better, I respect him, especially defensively. I actually admire him a lot. So maybe it can hurt, but I mean, I'm just doing it in the best interest of the team, and in the end, I feel like I'm at peace with moving off, because I felt like if I literally didn't really want to, I would have just let them know, and that would have been I wouldn't say a problem, but it might have been a tough situation. But I think I'm really at peace of gonna have to move off, So I think that deep down in my heart, like I was actually cool with it. I didn't expect maybe to be cool with it, but what more can I accomplish in this game? I came here. The only reason I came here was to win a World Series. So if this is the way that we're gonna get one, so be it. I want a World. I was just thinking, I want one at third base. I want one at shortstop, and it would be very nice to win one at second base. So I'm looking at the positive, and actually, if we're gonna have this conversation in like 2 years, hey, let's move you from the position again, or whatnot, like let's just get out of the way now. If this is a really good time for that our team is going to be much better this way, let's just do it.
I don't mind that. I think you could tell from his reaction. I mean, his initial reaction was a long pause. And then he goes, well, I signed as a shortstop. The guy obviously wants to play shortstop, and he knows he's a good shortstop. Is he better than Ha-Seong Kim defensively at shortstop? No, he's not. But is he good enough to be a starting shortstop in Major League Baseball on one of the 30 teams? Absolutely. He's definitely one of the top 30 shortstops. I talked about this on Friday before they even made this decision. Major League Baseball valued Xander Bogaerts as the 53rd best player in all of Major League Baseball. As a shortstop, by the way. They had Ha-Seong Kim at 88. Now, whether or not those guys are trending in two totally different directions is a different conversation. But Xander Bogaerts has won 2 World Series. He's accomplished a lot in his career. He came over from the Boston Red Sox on a big... You gave this guy $25 million a year to be your everyday starting shortstop, and after 1 season, you moved him to second base? I don't know about that. I don't know why you would piss off the guy, which I think he's doing. He's taking the high road. You have to appreciate Xander Bogaerts for taking the high road on this. But I don't know why you would piss off the guy that you have under contract until he's 42 years old for the next, 10, 11 years? To appease somebody that might not even be on the team next year. It's interesting to me. It's the game within the game, right? I mean, to me, if you want to, this is the difference between Major League Baseball and like college baseball. In college baseball and at lower levels, you're playing like you're trying to fill out a roster. Guys will do what they like. They'll do what you tell them to do because they're trying to make a team. They're trying to get to the next level, whatever. You get to the major leagues, these guys have major league contracts getting $25 million a year. It's not necessarily an open just move. They know they got leverage in this situation to a certain extent. But to me, it's like when talking about this situation, I don't know why you would do this unless you're trying to set for two reasons. Either one, you're going to extend Ha-Seong Kim for a very long contract because you think he's the shortstop of the future for the Padres at his age, which he's like 28 right now. Or you're trying to increase his value because you're going to dump him at the deadline, which I could really see. I could see them doing that. At this point in time, they're definitely not trading him before they go to Korea, and they're definitely not trading him before the rest of the regular season starts. There's no way they do that. Because why would you have this conversation with Xander Bogaerts before the season if you knew in the back of your mind you were going to trade Ha-Seong Kim anyway? Why even rattle this guy? I appreciate Xander Bogaerts. I appreciate his answer. He was honest about it. You could tell he's not happy about this. But he's also a pro. I mean, think about what it takes to be a pro. This guy's like, look, I'm here for a long time. I want to win. He got his money. He wants to win. I think it comes to a certain point for a lot of players. And I think that's going to be the case with Josh Hader. I know a lot of people give Josh Hader a lot of crap because he was saving himself for free agency. And you're like, oh, Houston, you're not going to get it. He's going to compete for those guys. He didn't care anymore. He got his money. What does he care for? Xander Bogaerts in the same spot. I mean, he's sitting there battling the I wouldn't say it's humbling. It's not humbling to move to second base, but obviously he doesn't want to move from shortstop. He's been a great shortstop. It is a demotion to go play second base in Major League Baseball. But he's taking it with an open mind. He's doing it from a team standpoint. Regardless if and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes in the clubhouse. But the way he answered that with the media was good. I totally respect that. This is the type of guy you want on your team. This is why you gave this guy $25 million a year. You need more guys like Xander Bogaerts on this team. Guy's a pro. He's a pro's pro. Is he upset? Yeah. Is he doing what's best for the team? Yeah. There's still a possibility he moves to shortstop next year if they don't re-sign Ha-Seong Kim, assuming Jackson Merrill's not ready. I don't even want to talk about. I don't even know what that situation's like yet. But I do find it interesting. Guy took the high road, 100%. James Mullins commenting on Facebook. Hope fans realize Xander definitely took the high road here. He won over a lot of fans with that. I agree. I already like Xander Bogaerts. You can't hate the guy because of the contract he signed. He was given that contract. You want to hate the contract, hate on AJ Preller for that contract. But Xander all around is a great dude.